This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank, the playoffs are here and we have the big game highlights. We'll see Monte Vista battle James Logan, St. Francis meets Riordan, and San Leandro battles College Park.
We have soccer action with Dublin and Berkeley. It's senior night with the season with Pinewood girls basketball, and the East Bay girls team seeing great success with very few players. 49ers Cal High Sports Report starts right now.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight in the CCS Open Division where 7 of the teams come from the West Catholic League. Then there's Menlo Atherton.
A big upset in the first round with Sacred Heart taking out Mitty. Who will face the Irish in the semis? Let's see.
Senior James Beck pumping up the Bears before taking on the Sarah Padres. Jumping ahead to the second quarter, Skylar Thomas kicks it out to Will Beasley. The senior drives to the hoop and lays it in, and one to give the Bears the lead. MA keeps it going. Justin Anderson now muscling to the rack, and despite strong coverage, lays it in for the 29-23 lead. The Padres returning from the locker room with some grit. The ball finds Parker McDonald beyond the arc, and that is drained. 5:47 left in the third. Antonio Abeda drives to the baseline, foul, and the bucket goes. Sarah takes the 32-31 lead. MA still back in the lead here. Thomas hits Spencer Lynn in the paint, and Lynn banks it in for the 9-point lead. Padres punch back. McDonald feeds Cade Reese. Defenders close in. Reese hits Dominic Bartluscu. Finishes. Sarah pulls within 2. MA on the move. Beckwith with the ball. He takes on the defender and lays it in. 4 minutes left in the fourth. Reese spins and puts it away to pull the Padres within 2. But MA continues to hit. It's Anderson to Beasley for 3. The Bears hold on to win it 67-54 to advance to the second round. They'll face Sacred Heart Cathedral.
It's senior night at Castlemont High as Diovion Shivers is introduced along with the Knights seniors. Early game action as the Knights trade on Debolo weaves his way through defenders and lays it in for the first 2 of the game. 3 minutes left in the first. Reggie Greeley goes down court for Emmanuel Perry, who lays it in as the Tigers trail by 1. A few moments later, the Knights locking down on defense. Sean Finley intercepts the pass and takes it in. 16-12. Castlemont to end the first. Next quarter, Castlemont still hanging on to the lead. DeLotte with a nifty up and under as the Knights go up by 3. Second half now, it's a crazy one. Chris Merrill goes all the way to the baseline for 2. Fremont with a 1-point lead. Closing out the third, Castlemont takes the lead, but the Tigers fight right back. Merrill with the finger roll. Fremont leads 50-49. Fast forward to the fourth, 2 minutes left. Junior captain John Jackson with a steal to give his team a 1-point lead, but Fremont trails by 2, less than a minute left. Marlon Lopez pulls up for the clutch basket, and we're tied at 54 all. We go to OT. After a back-and-forth battle, Fremont trails by 1, but it's Merrill stepping up to drain this layup, and 1 as the Tigers celebrate in overtime. 64-63, Fremont wins it in a thriller.
The Lady Pirates preparing for their CCS playoff matchup Friday night against the Homestead Mustangs. This is a name you'll hear a lot tonight. Mustangs Trinity Gow over the back of her head. What a shot! 4 minutes left in the first. Cheyenne Tran takes the open 3 and swishes it in to tie it up at 7. Now here's a nice move by Holly Harwood. She fakes right and goes left, floats it in to close the half. Piedmont up by 1. Halfway through the third, here comes Gow powering her way to the hoop and lays it in. Pirates up 29-28. Moments later, Tran showing off the range, takes a sidestep and rainbows in a beautiful 3. Pirates up by 2. Piedmont Hills Victoria Martinez shows she got some range too. She drops into 3, just seconds left in the third. It was all Homestead from here though. Halfway through the fourth, Gow manages to steal the ball, hits a little Euro step, and makes the contested shot. Mustangs up by 4. Watch the phenomenal effort by Kendra Wong. She fights to the hoop and manages to bank in the 2-shot in traffic to put Homestead up by 5. Then it's Izzy Safi with the long jumper, and Homestead takes this one 62-51 and continues on in the playoffs.
The Dublin Gales looking to continue their season against Berkeley in the NCS D1 quarterfinal. The Jackets threatening early. Kalani Casa-Rienzi's shot is off the post and out. Dublin's Ryan Harrington clears it free to keep the game scoreless. Berkeley on the attack again. Johannes Escobar looking for someone in the box, but the ball just misses an attacker as Marcus Pena comes up with the save. The Gales do get on the board later in the half. The ball deflected right to Alan Wen, who shoots it past the keeper and into the net for the goal. It's 1-0 Dublin Gales. But Berkeley answers back. back a few moments later. Seth Pearson with the cross to Kosa Rienzi, who finishes as the teams head into the half, tied at 1-1. The Yellow Jackets keeping the pressure on in the second half. Gabriel Serra kicks it over to Philip Dirks, who tries one from long range, but the shot is just wide, and we go to overtime. Berkeley looking to end it in overtime. Darshan Kamenetsky with the through ball to Kinley Watkins, who scores from close range. That's the golden goal as the Jackets win it to move on to the NCS Division I semifinal game.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rikers Center.
Here are this week's Players of the Week.
All right, Rikers Center, Cal High Sports, Players of the Week. Savion Campbell, like some chicken soup, steaming hot like the broth every time he shoot. Putting the ball in the hoop for the San Lorenzo Grizzlies, spinning through the defense, making them all dizzy. He grabbed 9 boards, dished out 4 assists, and hung 24 points on Alameda like ornaments. Putting on a great performance, it's Savion's recital, taking his team to victory and the league title. Check out the sharpshooter, Sohan Sheer Cigar, dynamic scorer, getting buckets from near and far. Draining 6 threes, he connected from distance, shot 57% from the floor, real consistent, with 24 points and 10 boards, a double-double. The lead for Leland was never in trouble as the Chargers beat Lee to go 13-1 to become division champs in the Mount Hamilton. Oh yeah, your Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
Osteochondritis dissecans, or OCD, is when a small piece of bone starts to separate from its overlying cartilage due to poor blood supply. This can be seen in athletes from acute trauma or repetitive stress over time. It can occur in any joint, but most commonly seen in the femoral condyle of the knee, the capitellum of the elbow, and the talus of the ankle. Adolescents and young adults have a higher likelihood of the piece of bone continuing to separate from the cartilage and eventually detach and float about the knee joint. In some cases, surgical treatment may be needed to help incite blood flow to the area or fixate the fragment before detachment occurs.
Coming up, the NCS Block Construction blockbuster game as San Leandro takes on College Park.
And the Richmond basketball team winning lots of games without a lot of players. Our U.S. Bank Inspirational Athlete feature is next.
The difference between possible and impossible? It's a person who believes they can, surrounded and supported by others, by us, who believe it too. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
Defender twice my size. Bring it. Down by 2? I got this. I love this game as much as the pros. I may not play for the Warriors, but I have the same doctors. Teaming up to keep the pros and me at the top of our game.
It's the President's Day sales event for the people at the People's Dealer, South County Hyundai of Gilroy. You will be sure to love these prices. Come check it out. Get the all-new Hyundai Elantra SE Automatic for just $13,777. Wow! Hyundai Sonata SE, only $17,777. 2018 Tucson, just $18,888. New 2019 Hyundai Veloster, just $15,777. We are the People's Dealer, where people matter and prices do not. South County Hyundai of Gilroy.
At San Jose State University,
we discover who we want to be. For ourselves,
for our families,
for our communities.
Different and unexpected.
Begin here.
At the heart of a transforming valley, in a city that is tough and beautiful.
We are Spartans.
What powers us changes our world.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the San Leandro Pirates going into the NCS playoffs with an impressive 22-4 record, co-champs in the West Alameda County League.
The Pirates taking on the 5th-seeded College Park Falcons in the quarterfinals played on Friday night. It's our Block Construction NCS blockbuster game, and our Austin Manili was there.
blockbuster game. Yeah.
It's second round action here in the NCS Division I playoffs with San Leandro hosting at College Park. The Pirates enter the 4th seed after finishing the regular season 22-4 while capturing the WAC Foothill League title and now have their eyes set on a sectional title. But the Pirates will go head-to-head with senior Zion Poland, one of the best all-around players in the Bay Area, who is averaging 28 points per game. The winner moves on to the semis, so let's find out who comes in on top in tonight's block instruction blockbuster game.
The Falcons will get on the board first with Zion Poland on the behind-the-back no-look pass to Ben Tellez, who drains this deep shot for 2. 3 minutes left in the first. Pirates work this inside to Siri Sawyers on the block as he spins his way around for the lay-in. But coming back the other way, Poland finds a wide-open Dennis Pomazanoff for the lay-in as the Falcons lead 8-7. But the Pirates took over the game in the first half. Lawrence Long inside to Keyshawn Johnson with the reverse up and under lay-in, making it look easy. Along with the offensive performance, the Pirates also locked down the paint. Sawyers with the blocked shot. Sawyers would then intercept the pass to throw it down as San Leandro leads 42-23, with Siri racking up 14 points in the first half. Into the third, Pirates controlling every side of the ball. Junior Mail on the steal, and on the fast break finishes with the nifty up and under layup. But this half was where the real action happened. Mail lobs it up for Keyshawn Johnson. Oh, where did that come from? Incredible. The Pirates would take a 20-point lead until Zion Poland brings his team back to trail by 9 after this steal for 2. And again, it's the human highlight reel. Keyshawn Johnson coming back to do his thing with another alley-oop slam from Mail to lead 64-53. Final moments of the game, Siri Sawyers would drain this jumper to add to his total of 21 points on the night as the San Leandro Pirates move on to the semifinals where they would meet De La Salle next week. Sawyers explains his thoughts from tonight's game.
We just played hard, worked as a unit. Whatever we went over in practice, we executed today, and that really contributed to our win today.
In San Leandro for the blockbuster game, I'm Austin Manili, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Robert, the players on the Richmond girls basketball team may not have a lot, but what they do have is taking them a long way this season.
We walked in the gym with 5 people and they're like, the ref was like, this is it, this is it.
For a majority of the season, the Kennedy Eagles took the court with just 5 eligible players. 5 players, 32 minutes.
When we first walk into a gym and they only see 5 players, 6 players, they think, oh, they're gonna lose or something like that. Then we come out and we just give it to them.
We work hard in practice every day. We train hard. It hasn't been easy going into a gym with only 5 and nobody there to sub. And every time they come and they look, I'm like, there's nobody here. It's us. Pump fake, right?
Coach George Jackson Jr. spent 2 seasons as the head football coach at Kennedy High. He inherited the girls' basketball program at the start of this season, a team that finished 4-5 in league last year.
Just watching them over the years when I wasn't coaching, a lot of minor things that could be fixed and that we worked on all year long is being disciplined, not turning the ball over, always getting our bodies under control.
The Eagles dropped the first 3 of their 4 games at the start of this season. Since then, 24 games later, they entered the postseason with a 24-4 record, 14-0 in league, Stone Division champions.
I never thought that we would be 24-4 at this point. I never thought about it.
The coaching is phenomenal. He lets us know that we can do it, and then our confidence goes sky high. Coming together and playing as a team, I feel like, is what really brought us to our record.
The ride to 24-4 was not easy. Twice this season, the Eagles had to play with just 4 players on the court.
Hercules, the first time we played with only 4. One of the girls fouled out at the end of the 3rd quarter, so we had to play the whole 4th quarter with only 4 girls, and we ended up winning by 19. Then we turned around and played them for our first league title, and we finished the game with 4 minutes and 35 seconds, up 1 point, with only 3 girls.
Yeah, I'd say it was hard. You just gotta push through and just remember, keep on going because it's for your team. That's what really keep me pushing is when I look at my whole team and I see how far we made it, I love them, for real.
All we need, our little motto. We play by that every second. So we play our hearts out and we forget that we even have 5.
The Eagles enter Game 1 of the postseason as the 6th seed in the Division III bracket.
Let's protect the house. Let's not let the hoopla of everything else change with what we have been about since day one.
The Eagles have 8 players on their postseason roster. 2 freshman players were brought up from the JV team to ensure there will always be 5 Eagles on the court. Their opponent has nearly doubled the amount of players.
All we got, all we've ever needed. Finish the deal.
The Eagles erase an early 12-point deficit with the strong defense they've become known for. At halftime, Kennedy has the 11-point lead.
Y'all bounce back. We cannot be finished. We can't be finished.
Anna Daniels feeling sick after halftime, but she knows what sitting out could cost her team. She would finish the night with 12 points. Ashanti Strickland with the double-double, and the Eagles take home the 24-point win and live to see another game. Another opportunity to show the world it's not the size of the team that matters, but the size of the heart. The girls took home that first victory over Alhambra, but then lost to the number 2 seed on Friday night. But these girls are so fun to watch, and can you imagine playing 32 minutes in a basketball game?
I can't imagine anyone letting me play 32 minutes in a basketball game. But what they did this year was really amazing. All those wins and a playoff victory was spectacular. All right, so the Richmond girls are our Be Human inspirational athletes this week. To nominate your favorite inspirational athlete, download the Be Human app in the App Store and use the tag Inspirational Athlete to share what makes your nominee so inspirational. Be Human is humanizing social media. Be human, inspire, and be inspired.
South County Chrysler and U.S. Bank bring us the Coach of the Week award. This week's Coach of the Week is Tim Kennedy from Archbishop Mitty High School. The Monarchs clinched the league last week, finishing all alone in first place in the very tough West Catholic League.
Tim Kennedy, this week's U.S. Bank South County Chrysler Coach of the Week. Coming up, back to the CCS Open Division as St. Francis battles Riordan.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Girls Basketball Power Rankings.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Rega Center. The Rega Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
High school sports builds character, builds communities, builds legacies, and Block Construction plays a big part in this, building state-of-the-art athletic facilities all around the Bay Area. With an unwavering commitment to teamwork, innovation, and quality workmanship, Block Construction places great value on dedication, performance, and successful outcomes. Block projects inspire excellence and are a place where memories and legacies are built. Block Construction, we care, we prepare, we perform.
And you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report!
We are back at Levi Stadium in another CCS Open Division game. This one is a battle between 2 West Catholic League teams.
Now, most of the Open Division is a battle between West Catholic League teams.
Yeah, 7 of the 8 teams are West Catholic, but all the teams in the division are great.
Exactly. So St. Francis and Riordan split their season series with the Crusaders winning big 5 weeks ago, St. Francis winning a 7-point contest 2 weeks ago. Riordan and St. Francis in the Open Division quarterfinals Friday night. The Riordan Crusaders ready to go in the CCS quarterfinal against St. Francis. The Lancers come out hot in the first. Momo Wilmer dishes it to Ryan Daly, and the Lancers quarterback rolls it in. Next, it's Roy Wan pulling up and draining the jumper to give St. Francis an 8-point lead. Riordan fights back. Jaylani Clark fakes the shot and hits Dominic Wilson down low for 2. Second quarter, Crusaders pull within 2. Chime Ugbaha kicks it to Justice Turner, and the 3 ball is good. Back from the half here, Riordan takes the lead. Bryce Monroe at the top of the key fires and hits. It's 38-30 Crusaders. Lancers keep it within reach. Here's the 3 sports star, Momo Wilmer, with the putback. Momo heading to Nevada Reno next year. 3 minutes left in the third. The Crusaders grab a big lead. Ugbaha finds Turner in the corner. Splash, just 3 of his 15 points on the night. Riordan continues to hit from deep. Here's Jaylani Clark, splash from downtown. The Crusaders take this one 69-53 to advance to the second round. Bellarmine will be their next opponent.
Erica Adams and Kelly Tumlin doing their pregame handshake as they face Amador Valley Friday night. The Grizzlies come out firing early. Tumlin with the pass to Kaylee Edge, who shoots and scores. Cal takes a 6-point lead. California keeps the momentum going in the second. Tumlin over to Erica Adams, who fires and hits just inside the arc. Then it's Adams again taking the pass and laying it in for 2 as the Grizzlies take a 29-22 lead at the half. Amador Valley trying to mount a comeback in the third. Emily Tincher lobs it over to Julia Balistreri in the paint, and Julia lays it up and in. Then Tincher takes over the game. She takes the pass from Isabella Mauricio and drills her shot from 3-point land. The Dons still on the attack. Tincher taking a page out of James Harden's book with a step-back 3 as Amador Valley takes a 44-41 lead after 3. Cal looking to battle back now. Adams showing off some dribble moves before hitting her mid-range jumper, but it was the Emily Tincher show in the second half. Emily drills another step-back jumper as Amador Valley pulls off a big upset over California to move on to the NCS D1 semifinals, where they will face Carondelet next week.
The Prospect Panthers and Homestead Mustangs facing off in the CCS quarterfinals. Starting things off in the second half, the Panthers' Dane Pendleton with a free kick. It was a scorcher, but Chris Soren does a great job in goal for the Mustangs. 52nd minute, Josue Mejia with a promising crosser. Sergio Cruz comes flying in from midfield, but the shot rolls just a bit wide. 7 minutes later, Sean Kim loses a defender, and it's off to the races, but the keeper dives left, and it's about 6 feet wide. Pendleton is trying to get his team on the board. He sees a man in the goal mouth, but he's well defended by the Homestead defense. It's scoreless in the 74th minute. Mejia rushing towards the goal. He finds Andrew Garcia, and guess what? That's the match winner! Andrew Garcia comes up big to topple the Mustangs 1-0 and advance to the Division I semifinal, where they will face mighty Menlo Atherton.
Once again this season, the San Jose Earthquakes and Valley Health Plan bring us the boys and girls soccer players of the week.
This week's boys soccer player of the week is Reed Polino from St. Ignatius. Reed scored 2 goals in a huge win for the Wildcats last week.
Our girls soccer player of the week is Annette Greenlee from Los Gatos High School. Annette with a big goal in a tie game last week.
Coming up, our South County Chrysler game of the week as Monte Vista battles James Logan.
And Live Oak battles Menlo in CCS girls soccer as 49ers Cal High Sports Report continues.
Steve Greenwood's water pump repair business and Tri-Counties Bank have a history together. So when the chance to start a company that manufactures the parts he uses came down the pipe, he knew who to turn to. Branch manager Daryl Polkentine created a business line of credit, allowing flexible funding to start the company and fund initial manufacturing operations, maintaining a strong cash flow for his flowing enterprise. That service to be pumped about. For personalized problem solving, switch to Tri-Counties Bank. Service with solutions.
Serino Group is committed to giving you the very best service when buying or selling a home, but we're also committed to giving back to the communities we serve. We are encouraged to see the good and uphold it. Serino Group has pledged to give 1% of our gross commissions to charitable and community groups making a positive difference. Serino Group has donated more than $2 million to these groups since the inception of the 1% for Good program in 2012. Go to our website to see the list of recipients. Serino Group, our community is your community.
Hi, Ed Graziani, a founding member of the Serino Group. I'm proud to support high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine in Palo Alto, and I'm proud to support high school athletes on the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
One Hit Away Foundation is the only nonprofit in the country dedicated to brain healing and brain health resulting from sports-related concussions. We help athletes get better quicker and learn the benefits of brain health. Don't ignore a possible brain injury that can get worse over time if left untreated. Call One Hit Away today and find out what we can do for you, or go to our website at onehitaway.org.
One Hit Away Foundation can assist your high school with holding a concussion awareness event. We believe that student athletes, parents, trainers, and staff should be well educated about the effects of this invisible injury. Contact us today.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. By the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare.
We are back at the NBC Sports Studio with the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. This one is an NCS Division I quarterfinal game. The James Logan Colts are the number 3 seed in the bracket after winning the Mission Valley League title.
And the Colts are taking on the 6-seeded Monte Vista Mustangs. The Mustangs competing in the very tough East Bay League. The game is our South County Chrysler Game of the Week. Aubrey was there.
Nate Ruchena and his Monte Vista Mustangs trying to keep their section title hopes alive against a tough James Logan team. And the Mustangs start off strong with Jack Stoller draining the shot from far for the first points of the night. Then it's 6'7" forward Chris Bortz coming up with a big block, but the Logan offense heats up. Brett Thompson puts up the floater, the shot goes, and Brett draws the foul. Logan up 15-10 after 1. Watch this showy move by Brajan Thompson, who kisses it off the backboard and it falls 19-14 Colts. But Monte Vista within 1 here. Ruchena lands the fadeaway to take the lead. So Logan playing from behind here. Gabe Hawkins to Brett Thompson beyond the arc. 31-28 Colts at halftime. Stollard fakes out a defender and gives a beautiful pass to Anthony Santamaria. Monte Vista up by 1 with 6 minutes left in the third. Brajan Thompson is great in the paint here. He takes a trip to the hoop in traffic. What a play, and we are tied. Brett Thompson strips the ball away from a defender and throws it up for Malcolm Stedman. Stedman laying it in as Logan takes a 3-point lead into the final 8 minutes of this game. Trent Setschult to Nate Ruchena at the top of the key. Mustangs up by 1. The big man Gabe Hawkins making his way down the court. Gabe with the layup. It's 54-52 Colts, and Stedman gets the rebound and the putback. Logan takes home the victory to advance to the D1 semifinals behind a big game from Brett Thompson. Fresh off their 5-point victory, the James Logan Colts. This guy right here, Brett, he had 24 points and is our MVP. Brett, this was a hard-fought victory from the get-go. Talk about what your team needed to do to take home this win.
We just needed to play hard on the rebound end. Our boy Daniel Combs had to come up big, guarding 33. Z, Steady, all them, they had to come up big on the boards. Otherwise, we wasn't going to win this game because they got height and we don't. Simple as that.
Hey, this guy over here has got some height. This is Malcolm Stedman. All right. So, what would a section title mean to this team?
It mean everything for us. We've been working every day, all year for this exact moment. And for us to win a championship would mean everything, especially for our seniors.
All right, and lastly, we're going to talk to Gabe Hawkins over here. Gabe, this is a special team. This is a special team. You guys took home your first outright league title this year. What do you love about these guys?
We never stop fighting. We fight all the way to the end. Every game, it don't matter who we playing. We're going to fight no matter who we playing.
Thanks, Gabe. All right, good luck, Colts, in the playoffs. These are the Colts, guys. Take us out.
The Live Oak Acorns and Menlo Knights walking down midfield preparing for their CCS playoff matchup. First 5 minutes in the game, Menlo applying some pressure here, but Live Oak's Emma Courtney comes in to make the save. Courtney doing a nice job in the first half for the Acorns. 10 minutes now into the second half, Claire Pickering sends a deep pass to Alexa Thomases, and Thomases manages to tap it home, and Menlo has a 1-0 lead. Now watch closely in this series. Menlo attacking. Sophie Jones takes the shot. It's blocked, but right there is Thomases, and she rips it home as Menlo goes up 2-0, 10 minutes remaining in the match. Menlo attacking again, this time on the steal. It's Sienna Gavin taking the ball away from the defense and firing it home as the Menlo Knights move on to the CCS semifinals with an impressive 3-0 victory. Once again this season, Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Cole Duchesne from De La Salle High School. Off the pitch, Cole helps out at the Contra Costa Food Bank and collects school supplies for underprivileged students. Cole also helps provide furniture and housing supplies for families transitioning out of homelessness as part of a boys' team charity. Cole talks about why he chooses to volunteer.
Just to spread around the wealth a little bit. I mean, some people, they're really struggling in life, and just to take some stuff from what you have and to give it to other people who are a little bit less fortunate, it just makes the world a better place, and it just allows people to unite and become more friendly with each other.
Coming up, the final game in the City League as Mission and Lincoln play for the league title.
And it's senior night as we continue our series this season with Pinewood girls basketball. That's next.
Back at Levi Stadium with the big game in the City League, the Mission Bears come into this week a perfect 13-0 in league play.
Just one game back on the heels of the Bears were the Lincoln Mustangs, the two teams meeting with the title on the line this week.
Senior night for the Mission Bears as Captain Ben Knight receives some love from Coach Arnold Zalea. The Bears taking an early lead. Andre Villarino connects with Jerron Torno for the corner three, 11-9 Mission in the lead. But a steal from Shakur Blaylock to secure the bucket for the Lincoln Mustangs puts the Mustangs in the lead, 20-16. Second quarter now, Padri Samhi finds Zev Curiel Friedman in the key for the and one as the Mustangs lead by 6. And check out this intense one-handed rejection by David Sonyer. Get that weak stuff out of here as the Bears keep it to a one-possession game, 36-34 Lincoln at the half. The Bears make a comeback in the third. Villarino inbounds to Sonyer, who puts it away for Mission to tie it at 43-all. And it's Ben Knight driving into the paint for the lay-in. The Bears now leading by 7. Fourth quarter action now, and the Mustangs give the ball to Blaylock to lock in another 3-ball, and that cuts the deficit to just 2 points. Both teams hitting their free throws late, but it's just not enough to stop the Bears as Torno sinks it from three-point land. And the Mission Bears win it. 79-74 was the final. The Mission Bears ending the City League regular season undefeated with the league playoffs starting next week.
We've been following the Pinewood girls basketball team all season long, and tonight we've made it to senior night and playoffs.
Yes, we have. Senior night very emotional for the girls and their families. High school goes by so quickly. The night featuring laughs and tears and lots of love. The season with Pinewood girls basketball is brought to you by Morgan Mano Shepler, your trusted Peninsula real estate agent, and by Chef Chu's, a Peninsula favorite for tempting innovative Chinese cuisine since 1970.
Do you deserve to be confident? Izzy, do you deserve to be confident? Why is that?
Because we've worked hard for it.
We've worked hard for this. Yeah. You've earned the right to be confident.
Senior night for the Pinewood Panthers means all sorts of pictures and posters put up around the gym celebrating the Panthers' 5 seniors playing their last home regular season game.
Senior night, it hits you a lot quicker than you really think it will, and then it's just here one day.
First game tonight, we're honoring is Laura Astro.
It's definitely special. It's weird seeing your own pictures up there. You're used to putting up really ugly pictures of your teammates, and then seeing yourself up there, it's kind of, it's weird. It's like, yeah, your Pinewood season's coming to an end.
Our next senior is Isabel Chung.
It means a lot to me to celebrate this night with my other 4 seniors and with the team and with the coaches and with my family being here and my friends coming from my other schools supporting me. So I just really want to play well and make them feel proud.
Trinity Copeland is our next senior we're honoring tonight.
My family has really supported me through my 4 years of high school basketball, and I really want to thank them and appreciate them. My brother's going to be there, my eldest brother, so that's going to be great. But I really appreciate all the time and effort that they put into it, all the games that they took me to, all the practices, all of my wins and losses. This game is really for them.
Next up, Hannah Jump, who will play at Stanford next season.
It was very emotional. 4 years of hard work has really just been, it's been an absolutely amazing experience here, and it's really sad to see it come to an end, but everything we've done, I've been extremely grateful for.
And finally, the heart of the team, Caitlin Leung.
All the hard work and all the time and energy that we spent together as like a family and how they supported me is just gonna like probably come rushing back to me. Hopefully I won't tear up in front of everyone for the pictures, but I'll definitely get emotional and remember what all the hard work was before.
The team had already clinched its 22nd league title under Coach Doc Shepler. None of the seniors had lost a league game. Hannah Jump gets the first points of the game, but this one would be a battle with Eastside Prep coming out on fire. Zion Gabriel with a huge game hitting for 3, and then Gabriel hits another 3 to give Eastside a 4-point second quarter lead. But Pinewood battles back as Astrom hands to Caitlin Leung for a corner 3. It's a high-scoring 39-all at the half. But Pinewood takes control in the second half. Annika Decker driving and dishing to Astrom, who nails the 3 from the corner. And then great ball movement here as Jump finds a cutting Astrom and Pinewood is pulling away. Decker had a fine game for Pinewood, driving and scoring here. And then again, Decker using her speed to beat the defense and finish as Pinewood wins it by 27. Jump leading all scorers with 28, including 6 threes, and a greeting from her coach next season, Tara Vanderveer.
Happy senior day. I'm really glad I was here to watch it.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Then it was upstairs for an emotional team meeting, with each player giving their heartfelt thanks to their teammates.
You have all become my best friends and sisters, and it will never be the same playing with a different group of girls next year. Sorry. To say I've enjoyed my time here at Pinewood is definitely an understatement. I love all of you guys, and thank you for an amazing 4 years.
And finally, an Izzy Chung produced music video that brought down the house.
Yeah. Tell me why Una has the best mood. 'Cause we love you always.
The Panthers keep singing and having fun as the playoffs begin with a familiar foe.
Let's be big time today.
Pinewood meets former Panther and Doc's good friend Sammy Pompey, the head coach for the St. Francis Lancers. The Pinewood girls beat the Lancers big 2 months ago. Annika Decker has improved tremendously in the past 2 months as she gets the Panthers off to a fast start. Hannah Jump is red hot right now, hitting 4 threes to help jumpstart the Panthers, who take an early 10-point lead. Clara Estrom is also hot, averaging 26 points a game the last 4 games. She hits for 20, leading the Panthers in this game. The Lancers make a run with their outstanding guard, Paige Uehara, leading the way. Courtney Thompson, though, hits a 3 here as the Panthers lead by 17 just before the half. Third quarter, and Caitlin Leung scores 10 third-quarter points as Pinewood wins 61-39, a fine start to the playoffs.
It means that we're solid and that we are ready for competition because oftentimes we have a slow start. So having this win and knowing that we're very strong on the court and doing what we're supposed to do is a good start for us, and it'll continue on through CCS and hopefully through NorCals.
So a very emotional week for the girls with senior night and the playoff victory on Friday night. And that music video, I'm emotionally disturbed by the whole thing.
You've been singing it all week in the office.
I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, it's very tough.
I'm hoping to recover at some point.
All right, remember, you can buy the entire game from the games we showed tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. Go to 49erscalhighsports.com to order.
Be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and on Instagram. If you like us on TV, give us a like on our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube page. That's where you can find all of the highlights and features you see on the show every week. Go to our Instagram story right now and see how you can win a Jimmy G bobblehead.
Yes, it's very exciting. We hit a winner from last week's show.
Who was that?
He was C. Smith 4500. He was actually a former St. Francis Lancer.
That's Chris Smith.
Chris Smith.
All right, very good. Coming up, our CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game as Los Gatos battles in the quarterfinals in the CCS Division I bracket.
And Granada meets Monte Vista in the NCS playoffs when we come back.
Luxury real estate is far more than a transaction. It's about living the life you deserve. Morgan Manos Shepler with McGuire Real Estate knows a commitment at this level requires a rock-solid relationship with experts who truly understand each local community. Go to Morgan's website to learn more about available homes for sale, read Morgan's client testimonials, and request a complimentary home valuation. With Morgan's proven track record for success, her clients enjoy a complete concierge service experience from start to finish. Because anything is possible when you have the right agent.
difference between possible and impossible? It's a person who believes they can, surrounded and supported by others, by us, who believe it too. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
The Rikers Center has long been a staple of the Bay Area sports community, offering flexible and adaptable training programs for all ages. Among their most advanced programs is Cornerstone, a training course that combines a group-style training session with one-on-one supervision to optimize the training of its most elite athletes. Beginning each session with a group-based training workout, Cornerstone offers the best of both worlds. Fluid dynamic sessions followed by routine, all the while being assisted by the center's certified coaches.
It's the President's Day sales event for the people at the People's Dealer, South County of Gilroy and Marin. Fiat new starting at $10,999. Renegades at $13,888. Compass $14,888. Cherokees just $16,888. Pacifica Hybrid $7,500 off and $7,500 in tax credit. Ram Echo Diesel $20,000 off the MSRP. Grand Cherokees $10,000 off. Business owners startup vans from $15,999. Drive a little, save a lot in Gilroy and Marin.
The CCS Division I bracket has Piedmont Hills as the top seed. The Pirates sit out the first 2 rounds in this 16-team bracket.
The Los Gatos Wildcats come into the game as the 8th seed, the Cats meeting Los Altos in the second round Saturday night. The game is our Block Construction CCS Blockbuster game, and our Kiara Biagini was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
I'm here at Los Gatos High School as the defending D1 champs host Los Altos in the second round. The Eagles advancing to this game by upsetting Milpitas 49-48. For Los Altos, look for their lead scorer, Brock Susko, just a sophomore on this Eagles squad. The 8th seed Los Gatos earned a first-round bye. For the Cats, look for their senior forward, Marko Mihailovic, a great all-around player averaging 9 points and 2 steals a game. The winner will advance to play Piedmont Hills in the quarterfinals. It's the Cats and the Eagles in our blockbuster game. The Cats come out on top. Marko Mihailovic brings down the offensive board and connects with Braden Tormina for 3. But Los Altos not far behind. Namin Hatet finds Brock Susko at the top of the key, and the sophomore hits to pull within 1 point at the end of the first. Second quarter, Susko attacks the paint. Nice spin move and finish to put the Eagles up 9-8. Los Altos keeps its lead as Dominic DeGusta fakes left, drives to the rack, and lays it in. The Eagles lead by 6, but the Cats lock down on defense. Mihailovic intercepts the pass and feeds it to Oliver Artisil, who finishes for 2. Los Gatos looking for the lead before the half. Noah Newberry bounces it to Raj Rao. What a sidestep to free up a shot! Money! The Cats take a 1-point lead at the half. Los Altos fights back. Susko under the hoop. The first shot is off. He gets the board and puts it back up for 2. Less than a minute left in the third. Hatet to Susko down low, and Los Altos takes the lead. The Eagles pull ahead by 8 in the fourth. The ball finds Antonio Benavides in the corner, and the junior hits from downtown. The Eagles hang on to win it 39-38, upsetting the Cats. We talked to Susko after the game.
It took everything we had. It went down to the last wire, and we really we left it all on the court, and it took all of our energy to get this win. We just play as hard as we can all the time. We're not very big. We've had some injuries, but we just keep on pushing through it, and our strength is just adversity.
In Los Gatos with our blockbuster game, I'm Kiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The Monte Vista Mustangs taking on the Granada Matadors this chilly Saturday night. The Mustangs on the attack. Julia Leontini drives it into the box and sends it over to Hannah Delchick for the header, but just a bit wide. Not to worry, though, 7th minute of the game, Lily Ababaraji shoots it to the goal mouth. It's deflected off the defenders and into the net to put Monte Vista on the board 1-0. Monte Vista on the board 1-0. Back now from the half. Monte Vista in possession. Delchick shooting it from far out, but keeper Lily Ackerman protects the net for Granada. The Mustangs looking for another goal. Rachel Anderson in position, but it bounces off the crossbar. Still, MV goes on to win it 1-0, moving on to the semifinals where they will face San Ramon Valley.
Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week we honor Morgan Dunbar from the Oakland High girls basketball team. Morgan with an impressive 4.1 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates its speech and debate team for its many top finishes in events across the nation. Harris Hosseini earned first place in the original oratory at the Glenbrooks tournament in Chicago, and Avi Gulati won first place in original oratory at the Barclay Forum Invitational at Emory University in Atlanta. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Each week, Adobe brings us a tip on how to use great Adobe products to improve your highlight reel or team video.
Here is this week's Adobe tip. In the new text tool, there are two ways to adjust your graphics. In the Essential Graphics box, the layers for your graphic all appear there to manipulate in a variety of ways. Highlight the layer you want to change and you can adjust the size, color, font, style, and more. In the Effect Controls panel, you can see these layers in more detail with all of their motion and anchor point settings. You can also use this panel to adjust these settings. It's a new way to use Adobe products to make your team video or highlight reel better than all the rest. Coming up, the CCS Division II game between Yerba Buena and Gunn.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for boys basketball.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Drive a little, save a lot. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by the Sereno Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer.
And I'm Keith Andry.
And we are both brokers with Sereno Group. Many of you will remember legendary football coach Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband, who was a champion of high school sports. And together, Keith and I support high school sports in our Bay Area.
Back at Levi Stadium with action now from the first round of the CCS Division II playoffs.
This game featuring Gunn and Yerba Buena played on Friday afternoon. The Gun Titans getting ready to start the playoffs as Julian Steinbrenner is announced pregame. First quarter, the Aztec Warriors off to a good start. This is Jason Lueng ahead to Ancleta Gallardo, and the junior lays it in, but the Titans in control from there as Erhan Carefoot works into the lane and scores 2 of his 11 points in the game. More Titans as Evan Dre passes to Steinbrenner, who hits 3 threes in the game. Here's the second as Steinbrenner gives the Titans a 16-6 lead. Steinbrenner then dishing this time to Dre, who sees an opening on the baseline and lays it in. And now Dre this time finding Carefoot under the hoop as Gunn extends its lead. Nice ball movement here as Nick Olson gets it to Carefoot in the corner, and another 3 for the Titans. Third quarter, and keep your eye on number 24, Jake Humble, as he dishes to Connor Page, who gets it back to a cutting Humble, and the Gun Titans advance with a big win in the first round of CCS. The San Ramon Valley girls won a share of their league title last week.
The Wolves getting ready for their opening round playoff game and chatting with Shanberries from 99.7 now at the Rikes Center earlier this week.
We're at the Rikes Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Hey, it's Shan from 99.7 now, here with the ladies of the San Ramon Valley basketball team. Yes, I love that. I love that. Okay, you gotta tell me what's up. Let's get the elephant out of the room. What's up with this rivalry against Cal High?
They're just really competitive, and we always match up really well against them. They have a really successful program over there. We've been playing with and against a lot of the girls for a long time, so it's a lot of fun.
That sounds fun. All right, Paige, we got to give it up to you because you're the MVP of the league. Yes, congratulations. Tell us how that feels.
Honestly, it feels pretty amazing, but I couldn't have done it without my coaches and my team because they push me every day to become better and to be the player that I am today. And there's also a lot of amazing players out there on the court, and in our league there's quite a few D1 athletes, so I'm just so grateful that I've had the chance to play against amazing players.
Oh my God, congratulations. MVP, that's amazing. All right, I love to end with traditions. Girl, give us some of those traditions from your basketball team.
So before every game, we all go in the locker room together and get hyped. And each individual player has their own sort of traditions before games, such as listening to music or eating the exact same pregame meal.
Wait, you got to tell me what's in the meal. I love food.
I eat avocado toast before every single game.
Yes. High five to that. Man, this is a team that I could be a part of, ladies. Stick around for the highlights right after this. I'm Shan from 99.7 Now. You can catch me every morning on the Fernando and Greg Show, 6 to 10 a.m. and then 10 to 2. Give it up for the ladies of the San Ramon Valley girls basketball team.
Wolves! And now here are the San Ramon Valley Wolves in action against the Mission San Jose Warriors. SRV taking an early lead. Paige Gerhardt showing off her moves to put it in for the Wolves. Mission San Jose keeps it a one-possession game. Starla Murillo hits a backwards lay-in. 15-14 SRV at the half. The Warriors steal the lead in the second, though. Magna Nair to Isha Nambisan for the 3-ball. MSJ up by 5, but not if the Wolves have anything to say about it. Seren Nebres hitting nothing but net from far out to lead it 35-34 at the half. San Ramon Valley staying in control in the third. Brianne Bruschke with the 3-ball from the corner. And it's Gerhardt with the pass to Anne-Marie Santich, who hits a beautiful jumper for the Wolves. It's 57-52 as we head into the fourth. The ball is stolen by Natalie Leung, who throws it to Nair for her sixth three-point shot of the game as Mission San Jose trails by just one, but it's not enough as Natalie Pasco lands the three shot for the Wolves, and SRV takes this one 78-71, moving on to the semifinals to face Heritage.
DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to
the Berkeley Yellow Jackets. Kinley Watkins with the match winner, and watch the Yellow Jackets celebrate. They are pretty happy, and you should be too. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Riga Center.
I'm Coach Davon. Today's training tip is going to be a manual assist rotation. So what they're going to do here is be in an athletic stance. They're going to have their hands out, palms together, and you're just going to push them out this way. Then they're going to push back to the center with resistance while you're pushing back against their hands.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a very cool pair of headphones, and an invitation, really more importantly, an invitation to our 49ers Prep end of the season awards banquet on May 20th.
We'll show you some very good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We start with Logan's Brajan Thompson, a wild one-hander, and he spins it in. And here he is again, Brajan up and under in the Colts' big win this week. We stay with Logan as Brett Thompson off the steal now, up ahead to Malcolm Stedman, who lays it in. But an even better alley-oop here for San Leandro's junior male, who delivers the mail to Keyshawn Johnson. Oh my! Here's Kinley Watkins with Berkeley's golden goal victory. But the Play of the Week goes to Trinity Gow from Homestead. She's fouled, but somehow is able to toss it in backwards over her head, and it goes for this week's Play of the Week. That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week for the story of the James Lick basketball player and her responsibilities on and off the court. We'll see you next week.